Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone while learning this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect that they're scattered abroad, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth, risking lives and freedom to do so. It's the brother Tazamak coming back with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson a speedy riddance. Okay, and I'll be going into the ICBM nuclear missiles. They were created for the Lord's indignation. Okay, they were created for what the Lord is about to do to Babylon the Great. The Lord is about to destroy America. Okay, it's spiritually Babylon, spiritually Egypt, it's spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. You got all that compacted into one shithole, one melting pot. It's literally going to melt soon, which is America. Okay? It is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. The bondage is worse than Egypt. Okay, a lot of people don't think we're in slavery because they get to call off work. They got sick time. They got vacation time. They got a high-paying plush job. They get a car. They get a house. No. Okay, still in slavery. Still in bondage. Okay, this place is freaky as all hell. You got a man that transforms into a woman because he has the right to. You got a woman that transforms into a man because she has the right to. You got a kid like Dwayne Wade's daughter or son, whatever the hell you call him, because I think he was born a boy, if I'm not mistaken. I don't keep up too much with the celebrities, but Dwayne Wade's son wants to be a boy or a girl. Gabrielle Union is a witch. Dwayne Wade is a warlock. Okay, these people are amongst us. They're sick. Okay, and the average Jake is sick out here, drunk on the philosophies of Babylon. Okay, their lifestyles are horrible. A brother just posted the other day that a growing number of kids just cut off their parents even before 18 because they got it. They got the system. Okay, they don't honor their mother and their father. The foundations of the earth are out of course, man. Poison in the food. A woman is the head of the house. Fucking supervisor. A sergeant. But the man is at home taking care of the kids while the wife is the breadwinner. It's just, this place is a joke. The Israelite man is constantly beaten, kicked down here, especially the southern kingdom. Judah, okay, Benjamin and Levi, all the tribes as a whole, but Judah, they got like a hatred for us. Look at this nigga walking up here, All this is about to stop. They're trying to bring Jim Crow back. All this is about to stop. Okay, when Yahweh Shai cracks some clouds, all this is about to stop. Okay, and when that final plague gets sent here, the noise and pestilence, the missiles, this is all about to stop. This is all about to stop. Okay? And the Lord is going to give us our rest, and order is going to be reset back on the planet Earth in righteousness. Okay, but this has to happen first, these missiles. It has to happen. Okay, it's Bible prophecy. I'm going to go ahead and get some precepts on this. Let's start off in Isaiah 54. And 16. It reads, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth the instrument for his work." Okay, and that smith is talking about those military scientists that created the nuclear missiles. Okay? The Lord gave them that technology. It says, I have created a smith. The Lord gave them that technology. Put it in their minds like Oppenheimer. Okay, watch that movie. All right? It's biblical prophecy that they were going to create these instruments for the Lord's indignation. Okay, it says, and I have created the wasted to destroy, which are the nuclear missiles. The Lord said, I have created. The Lord gave them this technology so this place could be wiped out. And the missiles aren't going to only just hit Babylon the Great. Okay, it's going to be other parts of the world that get tore up as well. Israel's going to get tore up. Okay, because it's demonic things going on in our land. It's going to be cleansed and it's going to be built up the right way. But America is going to be wiped out, like it talks about in Isaiah the 13th chapter. Okay, and it's going to be desert creatures that inhabit it after, everything clears up. But nobody else is going to be able to come over here, build a house, start a business. That's going to be done with. Okay, but the reason why this is going to take place is because of the wickedness that goes on here in Babylon the Great. When you read the stories in the ancient world, the Lord always would judge. The Lord always would judge the wicked societies. Okay, Sodom and Gomorrah, Nineveh. Okay, the Persian Empire was wicked. The Babylonian Empire was wicked. Okay, he always would take them down. All the wicked empires, the Roman Empire fell. They was just some freaky shit. Nero married a man, had him chop off his rod. That's demonic, man. Because it reminded him of his damn wife. What kind of sick shit is that? You see how sick Esau is? That's a nice looking fellow. I'm going to make him my wife. Who thinks like that? Esau. Okay, and the wickedness has spread so far. You got our people even thinking like that. You got a Jake. You got a Jake that, that's into that shit. I heard a good song on Apple Music not too long ago. It was probably like a month or two ago. I go to look at the dude's page, like, all right, this hard, okay. Dude is a flamer. Flamboyant as hell. Ooh, like one of them type of dudes. I'm like, look at our people. The Lord got to destroy this place, man. You have some punks talking about they're gospel singers and they got the best album of the year. Everything in this place is sick. You got a mom showing her daughter that it might be better to be with a woman instead of a man, or she don't need a man, or how to run it up. I can't wait till the missiles. We got patience, but man, when these missiles get shot over here, hey, the world gonna be a better place because Babylon's gonna be done away with. All right, I'm gonna stay in Isaiah. And I'm going to go to the 9th chapter. And I'm going to go to the 5th verse. It reads, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. And in the ancient battles, that's how it was. All that yelling and screaming when they were swinging them swords and hitting each other and going back and forth. Okay? And it says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Why does it say that? Because when this Third World War really commences, because we're in the beginning stages of it, but when it really gets announced and gets declared and it gets into the heat of the climax, those nuclear missiles are going to be shot. That's the burning and fuel of fire, those missiles. All right? And you got people over there that's scared because you had the military captains and sergeants saying, this is the battle that Jesus wants us to fight and the battle of Armageddon, which it is. Okay, it is the battle of Armageddon, but they don't understand the Bible and the scriptures. They don't have the Rakakwadias. They don't have the spirit. They just think this is the battle that Jesus wants us to fight. They don't know what the outcome is going to be, who's going to win, that Babylon is going to be destroyed, that this is the last battle that they about to fight before they die. They don't understand the Bible like we do. Okay, talk about in the book of 2 Ezra, the 16th chapter, that the virgin shall mourn having no bridegroom. A lot of these niggas are going to die. Everybody going to die to go to that Third World War. To be completely honest, everybody that died, everybody that goes to that war is going to be dead, but the thing that's going to really set it off is the last thing it said, and that's the point I wanted to get, the burning in the field of fire, the missiles. That's what's going to set it off. Okay? It's not going to be an ancient battle where swords get thrown around, and the modern day sword is the gun, but it also represents destruction. The scriptures say that the sword is going to be bathed in heaven, those missiles, and when it comes down, that glittering spear, the missiles, it's a wrap. Okay, America's going to be completely left desolate. All right? It's going to be left completely desolate. That's what I meant to say. I'm going to get this next. In the book of 2 Ezra. Second Ezra 16. And I'm going to start at verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And you got to realize when Ezra was being shown these different visions and signs, okay, it resembled what he knew at the time, which was an arrow. What arrow do you know that can be shot from China and land in America? That can be shot from Russia and land in America. That could be shot from North Korea and land in America. I'm using America because that's where a majority of the missiles are going to hit. So the arrow that's going to be shot from the ends of the world are the nuclear missiles. Okay, the Bible is written in code. If you don't have the spirit, you're not going to be able to understand it. You're going to really think a nigga going to shoot a Camboa arrow from Japan and it's going to hit over here. It don't work that way. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The last plague is going to be that noisome pestilence, which are the missiles. 2 Ezra 16 and 15. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out, till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer. And yes, you're going to have the missiles that come over here and consume or destroy America, right? But before you have the missiles hit, you're going to have different arsons all over the place. Okay? You have different arsons. Imagine when you see those movies like Bushwick or How It Is. It's all, when it's in the midst of chaos, it's always fires in buildings, fires in houses, fires on the street. So before the missiles hit, you're going to have different arsons all over the place. The city is going to be in complete chaos. 2 Ezra 16 and 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returning not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Okay? Those are the nuclear missiles. The Lord's going to put the spirit on these demonic leaders to press that red button. Okay? So when you look at it, the archers are the nations that are going to be shooting the missiles. Okay? Because when you look at an archer that pulls back his bow, his arrow, that's the guy that's shooting the arrow. So the nations are going to push that red button for these missiles to be shot off into the ends of the world. Okay? And the Lord said the players ain't going to, the missiles, when they get shot, they're going to hit their intended target. Okay, those missiles are going to have the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai on them. They're going to hit their target, they're not going to miss. Okay, the Lord's going to make sure of it. I'm going to get this next in the book of Revelation. This is Revelation 18. And I'm going to go to verse 17. Or start at verse 17. Revelation 18 and 17. For in 1 hour, so great riches has come to naught. And every shipmaster, and it brought up the 1 hour because, and that's the premise of this lesson, is I wanted to talk about the nuclear missiles, but more importantly, Babylon is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. And imagine the level of power it would take to destroy this place in that time frame, man. This Babylon is pretty huge, man. 50 states, 50, you know. And Rome has something similar. I can't remember all the states or provinces that Rome had, but Rome was similar. This is spiritual Rome all over again. But America's going to be destroyed in 1 hour. All right? And it says, and every shipmaster and all the company ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea still far off. Okay, they're going to see the destruction. All these different nations that did trade with America, they're going to see the destruction. Okay? It's going to be televised, and that smoke is going to be going so far, it's going to travel miles, and miles, man. And it says, verse 18, Revelation 18 and 18. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto the great city? Okay, they're going to cry because they made so much money off Babylon the Great. Okay, so they're going to be like, damn, what city is going to make us rich like America made us rich, man? Because America is huge on doing trade with other countries. They put a lot of money in these other countries' pockets. So I'm like, damn, we ain't gonna get it from North Korea. We ain't gonna get it from Zimbabwe. America was the one that was feeding us with all this money. Verse 19. And they cast dust upon their heads and cried weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, the great city. And they cast dust upon their heads. That's symbolic for they're gonna be mourning. Because when you see people in movies and cartoons, whenever they mourn and they get on their knees, they throw that dust on their head. That's a sign of mourning. So they're gonna be mourning. Because it says, Alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich, all that had ships in the sea, by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour she made desolate. And you see it saying the plain, that great city where we were made rich. Okay, America has made these other nations a lot of money. America was always the wealthiest, but the Lord is bringing them down. Okay, by way of Bible prophecy. But America has made these other nations a ton of money. A ton of money. I gotta look into it more, but they did with buying the debt of America because everybody needed to use American dollars for trade. It goes pretty deep. Okay, we constantly buy from other nations. When you look at things, a lot of things in this country, you look on the back of it, it usually says made in China. All right. So the nations are gonna be like, damn, where else are we gonna get fed like this? Where else are we gonna get money like this? They're gonna be worrying about the wrong things because we're gonna rule next and kick their ass every day. Okay, but in 1 hour, this place is going to be destroyed. And the Lord is a man of his word. I'm going to get ready to close in the book of Zephaniah. This is Zephaniah 1. And I'm going to go to verse 18. Neither the silver nor the gold shall be able to deliver him the day of Yahweh's wrath. Okay, and the scripture said that riches profit not in the day of wrath. The money isn't going to be worthless in that day. And the Lord ain't looking for your money. He's going to destroy this place. Okay, the land is Babylon the Great. It says, but the whole land shall be devoured by fire. Babylon, America, of his jealousy. For he shall even make, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. What's that speedy riddance talking about? We just got it. In Revelation, the 18th chapter, this place is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. That's the speedy riddance. Okay? So you got everybody that worships money now. My money, my car, my clothes. When the Bible talks against that, don't worry about the temporary pleasures. We're supposed to be having our mind on the kingdom, because as I read, this place is going to be destroyed. Money, materials, and things of that nature is not going to matter. The spirit of Yahweh Bashim Ashai is the only thing that's going to matter. Okay, and we're going to be balling in the next life. Okay, but this kingdom has to be destroyed first, and it's going to be destroyed by the way of ICBM nuclear missiles coming soon. Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson. With that, I'm going to say shalom.